Sagittarius, if I told you that in just a few days, an invisible door to wealth would open right before your eyes, would you believe me? And what will make you whisper, "Oh my God," is this: you will not enjoy that abundance alone. There is someone special, chosen by the universe, to step into your life and share that overflowing prosperity with you. Stay until the end of this message, because I will reveal why the universe chose Sagittarius, the clear signs that wealth has truly drawn near, and who that person is, the one destined to hold your hand on this journey. If you believe this message is meant for you, write in the comments, "I am ready to embrace my wealthy life," because this is not just a declaration, it is a way to connect with the sacred energy flowing toward Sagittarius. And don't forget, if what I share resonates with you, leave a like and share this so that the positive energy of Sagittarius may reach many more souls. Because right now, we are about to enter the journey of discovering why Sagittarius is the chosen sign to open the doorway of divine wealth. There is a truth I want to share with you from the very beginning. Sagittarius was not born to live in confinement. From the first breath, your destiny was carved into the stars, a mission to reach outward, to expand, and to live in freedom. In astrology, no sign longs to break down walls of limitation more fiercely than Sagittarius. And no sign is more blessed than Sagittarius, ruled by the great Jupiter, the planet of luck, blessings, and abundance. I have observed people listen to the cries of their souls, and there is one thing I see again and again in Sagittarius: they can never endure small cages. When placed in a narrow room, they dream of horizons. When trapped in a dull job, their soul withers. And when a relationship tries to bind them, they will walk away, no matter the pain. Sagittarius is the arrow. The arrow's mission is not to remain on the bow. It is to be released, to fly far, and to strike something greater. In the same way, the Sagittarius soul was not born to be held captive, but to reach for freedom. If you try to cage a Sagittarius, you are stealing their very spirit. True wealth for Sagittarius is not about possessing, it is about expanding. I want to share with you a personal truth I've learned over many years. Wealth is never just about money, wealth is freedom. So let me ask you, if you had money, but could not travel where you wished, could not speak your truth, could not love who you long for, would you truly be wealthy? For Sagittarius, the answer is always no. Money is only the vehicle, freedom is the destination. I once knew a Sagittarius man. He lived in a small house so simple that no one would call him rich. But every morning he climbed into his old car, drove along mountain roads, sang hymns, and stopped at any library to read. He once told me, "Maybe I don't have a big bank account, but I am wealthy because I am not bound." And that is the Sagittarius truth. Real wealth lies in living true to the free nature of your soul. Now close your eyes and imagine you are the arrow. Behind you are the years of struggle, the disappointments, the fear of being limited. But now, the hand of the universe is drawing you back on the bowstring, pulled to its fullest. Do you feel your heartbeat rising? Do you hear the whisper, "It's time"? And then, the string is released. You fly. No more cages, no more barriers. Sagittarius, this is your image as you step into your destiny of wealth. And you do not fly for yourself alone. Every step of your flight lights hope in those who are watching. Someone will see you and whisper, "If Sagittarius can, so can I." Sagittarius, you are the guiding light, the proof that a free soul can never be bound. In astrology, the 9th house is your domain. It rules knowledge, truth, faith, and the journey of expansion. And these journeys are not only physical, they are spiritual journeys, where your soul grows with every experience. A person with the Sun or Jupiter strong in the 9th house carries within them a longing. I want to know more. I want to understand deeper. I want to touch the truth of God. And it is this longing that opens the door of blessings. Remember this, the universe never allows a soul that thirsts for truth to remain poor forever. Freedom and abundance will come, because they are the reward for a relentless search for the greater light. If you feel this speaks to your heart, write in the comments, "I was born to reach far. I am Sagittarius." This is not just a sentence. It is a covenant between you and the universe, declaring that you are ready for your next expansion. I will never forget the story of a Sagittarius woman I once met. She was over 60, yet she still enrolled in foreign language classes. She spent her modest savings to travel to remote villages, teaching children who had never seen a classroom. She laughed often. She lived with serenity. No one called her rich, but at the end of her life, she received an unexpected inheritance from someone she had once helped. She only smiled and said, "This is not luck. This is the justice of the universe. Whoever longs to expand, whoever lives for truth and freedom, wealth will come." Sagittarius, perhaps that story is preparing to unfold again in your own life. So let me ask you, if your expansion has reached the point where the universe chooses to reward you with wealth, what will the first sign look like? Stay with me, because in the next part I will show you the secret signs that prove abundance has already drawn close to Sagittarius. And trust me, you will not want to miss this. In astrology, Jupiter, your ruling planet, always carries the meaning of expansion, blessing, fortune, and divine protection. When Jupiter moved through Pisces and Aries in recent cycles, it opened crucial doors. With Pisces, it touched intuition, healing, compassion, and the ability to draw financial blessings through kindness. With Aries, it ignited bold beginnings, the courage to act, to claim your place, to seize opportunity. What does this mean? That you, Sagittarius, are standing at a moment when the universe is urging you not just to dream of wealth, but to step into the harvest itself. I have witnessed hundreds of lives. Some were given opportunities, but lost them because they were not ready. Wealth never comes when the soul is lost in chaos, doubt, or fear. It comes only when you have the wisdom to manage it and the strength to hold it steady. For Sagittarius, this is the crucial moment. The universe is asking you, are you ready? Ready to manage blessings, not waste them. Ready to turn opportunity into foundation, not let it drift away like passing wind. Wealth comes and goes, but true wealth stays only if your soul is strong enough to hold it. Many people think, just work hard and money will come. But the truth is different. Keeping money requires a steadier soul than earning it. You may receive a large sum, an unexpected opportunity, an open door, but if you do not know how to treasure it, if you cannot place your trust in God and remain humble, that wealth can vanish quickly. Sagittarius, the wealth approaching you is not fragile. It is the wealth of wisdom, of experience, of compassion. And when it comes, you will not only keep it for yourself, you will share it, and your light will spread even further. Have you ever lived a moment when it felt like you had nothing left? When everything seemed to collapse, work stagnant, money scarce, relationships falling apart? And then, on an ordinary morning, a call came, a door opened, someone reached out their hand, and everything changed. Sagittarius, that is how the universe works. When you think you've hit the bottom, the universe brings a turning point. Despair becomes the springboard for new opportunity. And the miracle is this: it was you, through your faith, that called it into being. The universe never abandons a soul that is truly seeking the light. If you've ever had such a moment, write in the comments, "I have seen God open a door for me when I least expected it." Share it. Because your story may become the hope someone else desperately needs. Pay attention to the subtle signals: an old friend reaching out unexpectedly, a financial opportunity appearing quietly without struggle, an offer arriving that you did not have to fight for. These are not coincidences. This is how Jupiter works. It opens doors that feel natural, effortless, but filled with power. And Sagittarius, if you are noticing such signs, know this: wealth is very near. Wealth is never a reward for greed. It is a reward for gratitude. When blessings arrive, your first act should not be to boast, but to bow in thanks. Thanks to God for granting opportunity. Thanks to hardships for shaping you. Thanks to yourself for never giving up. A humble heart is what keeps wealth with you for the long journey. Remember, this wealth is not given for you alone. It is given so you can become a source of light for others. Perhaps you will help a loved one, Perhaps you will fund a community project. Or perhaps you will simply spread positive energy through the way you live each day. Money is only a tool. Love and generosity are the true legacy. Sagittarius, if you are hearing this, know that you are not here by accident. The universe wants you to hear these words so you can prepare for what is coming. Open your heart, receive, and trust this truth. Abundance is moving toward you, and you are worthy of it. But pause for a moment. Do you think this wealth is meant only for you? No. The universe never sends blessings for you to walk alone. There's always someone special, someone chosen, who will step in, walk beside you, and share in your abundance. So who is that person? And what are the signs they are drawing near? Here is the mystery, Sagittarius. You rarely walk alone. You were born under the mark of freedom, of adventure, of expansion. And yet, deep within you, there's also a soul covenant, that your journey will always have a destined companion. They may not appear at the beginning, but they will surely arrive at the exact moment your soul needs them most. This person is not here to hold you back, but to help you fly further. Not to replace your light, but to reflect it so the world can see it more clearly. In the star map, the meeting of the 7th house, relationships, the 11th house, friendship, community, and the touch of Jupiter, your ruling planet, reveals something profound. Sagittarius is not only a seeker of truth for themselves, but one who is meant to share the path with another soul. And I have lived long enough to know this. Wealth is never complete when kept to yourself. Picture this. You are standing on the mountaintop. The wind is wild. The sky is endless. The view breathtaking. But if you stand there alone, the moment is beautiful, yet incomplete. It longs for another gaze, another smile, another heartbeat beside you. Sagittarius, when wealth comes to you, it is not meant for you alone. It is given so you can live it, share it, multiply it with someone else. There is a human truth I must share. The greatest happiness is not in wealth itself. It is in the way someone's eyes light up because you walked with them. When you give them trust, when you endure struggles together, when you take their hand and step into a new home, a new life, a new chapter. That, Sagittarius, that is when wealth is no longer just numbers. It becomes light in the eyes of your companion. Maybe this person is already near you, your life partner, who has quietly supported you all along, though you never truly noticed. Maybe it is a soul friend, someone who once shared your dream in youth, now returning to remind you that the dream still lives. Or maybe it is an old friend, gone from your story long ago, but now the universe prepares to bring them back, so you can write a new chapter together. Do you feel it, Sagittarius? Do you sense that someone is being sent by the universe to walk beside you? If someone has come to mind, write their name in the comments below. I believe the one who will share this blessing with me is, because that simple act may be your way of telling the universe, I am ready for their arrival. Every zodiac has a soul pattern of destiny. For Sagittarius, the companion often appears when Jupiter touches your 7th house, announcing the opening of a significant relationship. Venus passes through your chart, unlocking the door of love or deep connection. Or Saturn tests you, so you discover who truly deserves to remain with you for the long journey. A soul partner is not always romantic. Sometimes it is a friend, a teacher, even a child, someone who makes you realize that the true meaning of wealth is not in money, but in companionship. I remember a Sagittarius man once told me, I used to think freedom was enough, that being alone was enough. But then, when I bought my first house and stepped inside with the woman I love, I saw her smile as she touched the new walls. And I finally understood, wealth is only complete when it is shared. That story stays with me, because it reminds me of this truth. Wealth without someone to enjoy it with is only half. The universe has its ways. It sends the right person at the right time. Not too early, not too late, but exactly when you are mature enough, ready enough, not to keep blessings only for yourself, but to hold them and share them. If you believe the universe is preparing to send a special someone into your life, write this in the comments. I open my heart to receive my destined companion. Say it as a prayer. A declaration. So your energy aligns with the energy of the universe. D'accord. Sagittarius, maybe in your heart right now, a question is rising. But how will I know who they are? How can I be sure they are the one destined for me? The answer is not in guessing. It is written in your chart, in the secret signs the universe engraved long before you were born. And I will show you how to recognize those signs, so when your companion arrives, you will not miss them. Do you believe, Sagittarius, that the sky is never silent? Every star, every planet, every motion carries a message, and if your heart is still enough, you will hear them whisper. The time has come. Someone special is about to enter your life. In astrology, the 7th house, the house of marriage, of relationships, of sacred partnerships, is the doorway to connection. The 11th house, the house of friendship, of community, of dreams, is the soil where soul bonds are planted. And when Jupiter, your guiding planet, touches these houses, you will see new connections appear, bringing expansion and blessing. And when Venus, the planet of love and harmony, begins to play her soft music, that is when your heart will recognize they are here. I have heard many say, people come into our lives only to test us, but I do not believe that. Not everyone is sent as a test. Some are sent as an answer. Some are sent to expand your life, to show you that happiness does not always demand painful sacrifice. For Sagittarius, that person comes not to limit you, but to take you further. So you no longer see the wide world only with your own eyes, but also through theirs. And believe me, when two souls expand together, that is when the universe smiles its brightest smile. Not everyone who enters your life is a test. Some are the answer. I believe God often sends angels into our lives, but rarely does He give them wings. Instead, they appear as a friend, a confidant, a colleague, or sometimes a passing stranger. Sagittarius, maybe in an ordinary conversation you thought meant nothing, you suddenly felt healed. Maybe on a simple morning, you met someone and your heart whispered, there is something different about this person. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it, for they may be the angel God has sent to hold your hand and to share in the abundance that is drawing near. Pay attention, Sagittarius. It could be an unexpected message from an old friend you thought was gone. It could be a friendly smile from someone you just met. It could be a simple chat in a cafe, yet the echo of their words lingers with you for days. Pay attention. Perhaps in a small conversation, an old friend or a new face is holding the key to your coming joy. These are the signs across your sky. Simple, yes, but messages nonetheless, that your companion is near. If lately you have met someone who brings peace to your heart, share it in the comments. I see a sign through. Write it down so you confirm it not only to yourself, but connect with the collective energy of this community. Perhaps your story will become the light someone else is searching for. I remember a Sagittarius man who told me his story. He had lost everything: his job, his money, even his faith. One late night, as he sat alone in the park, a stranger, a woman, sat down beside him. They began to talk, at first about small, ordinary things. But that night, he felt as though an angel had sat with him. Months later, that woman became his confidant, then his life partner. And he said to me, maybe it was chance, but I believe it was a sign the heavens sent, because from the day I met her, I never felt alone again. Sagittarius, the heavens may be preparing to send someone like that into your life too. Life is not always clear, but when you notice a sign repeating, a dream, a hunch, a strange familiarity with a stranger, trust it. For the universe never sends meaningless signals. Every sign is a message. Do not fear, they are coming. If you believe the heavens are sending you signs, write this in the comments. I believe in the signs written in the sky. Write it as a declaration, a small act, yet filled with power, to open the door for the arrival of your special one. Dear Sagittarius, meeting the right person is a blessing. But how do you hold on to that blessing? How do you make sure it does not slip away like the wind? That is the most important part. I will share with you the secret of keeping this blessing, so that wealth and happiness do not just knock once but become a lasting home in your life. Sagittarius, you have come a long way to reach this moment, where the door of wealth is opening before you. But there's a truth you must know. Keeping the blessing matters even more than receiving it. Many have received great opportunities only to lose them, for lack of discipline, for lack of gratitude, for believing wealth would simply stay on its own. But for Sagittarius, born to fly far, to expand, to seek adventure, your test is not in receiving. Your test is in keeping. I have seen many Sagittarians. They burn with passion. They hunger for new horizons. But sometimes, that same wanderlust makes them lose focus. You may be handed a financial opportunity, but if your heart instantly longs for the next trip, the next thrill, you may let the blessing slip through your fingers. Here's what I believe. Sagittarius was born to explore. But wealth endures only when you balance adventure with discipline. Sagittarius was born to expand, but expansion must be supported by gratitude and wise stewardship. Picture this. Money is like a guest at your door. If you welcome it with gratitude, if you prepare a worthy place for it, it will want to stay. But if you receive it carelessly, spend it recklessly, or flaunt it for pride, it will leave as quickly as it came. Money is like a guest. If you welcome it with gratitude and wisdom, it will stay longer. Sagittarius, you are chosen not only to be wealthy, but to be a keeper of blessings. For what you hold, you will one day share with the world. In the star map, Jupiter is your ruler, the planet of expansion. But to keep your wealth, you must borrow from other signs. The patience of Virgo, reminding you that every detail matters. Managing money is not only about big choices, but about honoring each small act of spending and saving. The focus of Capricorn, reminding you that all lasting wealth rests on discipline. Make long-term plans. Learn to say no to fleeting temptations. When Sagittarius learns these lessons, you are not only the adventurer led by your heart, but also the wise steward able to turn blessings into lasting legacy. Sagittarius, you are not only chosen to be wealthy, you are chosen to be a light, sharing with many. Imagine this. One day, because of your wealth, a child is given the chance to go to school. Someone in despair receives your helping hand. An entire community glows brighter because you chose to share a part of your blessing. Your wealth, when held with gratitude and shared in love, becomes a light that spreads further than you could ever imagine. If you believe you are chosen not only to receive, but to keep and share your blessing, write this in the comments. I am ready to be the keeper of the blessings God has entrusted to me. Write this not as decoration, but as a declaration to your soul. I am ready. I once knew a Sagittarius man. He was born into poverty, yet through faith and effort, he built a successful career. At one time, he spent recklessly, and his wealth vanished quickly. But when he learned to plan, to be grateful, to share, he not only kept his money, he kept his peace. He once said to me, "Money comes and goes, but when I saw it as a blessing given by God, I held it with gratitude, and from that day, it stayed." Sagittarius, perhaps that will be your story too. You have learned how to keep wealth. But that is not all. The universe is preparing something greater for you. A hidden gift, a soul talent, about to be unlocked. And now, I want to share that secret with you, the next soul talent of Sagittarius. Beloved Sagittarius, we have walked a long journey together. From the opening door of wealth, to the signs written in the sky, to the destined companion who will walk with you. And now as we close this chapter, I want to leave you with a prayer from the very soul of Sagittarius. A wealthy life is coming, but that wealth is not contained only in money or in possessions. It is the abundance of love. It is the faith you place in God and the universe. It is the joy you find in every step. It is the companionship of those sent to shine beside you. I want to pause here to thank you, Sagittarius. Thank you for listening, for opening your heart, for patiently walking with me through this journey. Not everyone has the courage to believe they are worthy of blessing, but you stayed, you opened. And that is the first, most important step for the universe to move with you. I believe every word you heard today, every feeling you touched, will become a seed planted in your soul. And one day soon, those seeds will bloom into a harvest of blessing. Now I ask you to take one small action, an action filled with great power. Write this: I open my heart to receive my wealth and my destined companion. Do not dismiss these words. They are not just a comment. They are a declaration to the universe, a covenant with your soul, that you are ready to step into the next chapter of your life. And if you feel what I shared today touched your heart, leave a like. Share this message, for in doing so, you spread not only positive energy to yourself, but also the light of Sagittarius to many who are waiting for hope. Remember this truth: light only has value when it is shared. Sagittarius, never forget, wealth is only the beginning. The universe holds another gift for your soul, a sacred power planted within you since birth. And that is what will carry you further than any gold or silver ever could. Wait for me in the next video, where we will unlock the greatest soul talent of Sagittarius.